best one ever. Welcome to Slingshot 25 Shotcast, a series of bite-sized podcasts that'll feel like an espresso shot to your brain. I'm Courtney.
Oh, and I'm Jackie.
Something we've been thinking about is getting sued.
What have we been thinking about that?
No one in this room's been thinking about it except for me. I just sprung it on you. Are you ready? So, turns out, this is old data, okay. But when they research doctors and they compare how well a doctor performs in their medical school, you'd think the best doctors would get sued the least.
Oh.
Right? So if the higher my academic performance means I'm a good doctor, right? Actually, turns out there's no correlation between how well I performed in med school and whether or not I get sued.
Oh, interesting.
What actually is the driver of you getting sued or not is bedside manner.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? If you're a jerk as a doctor, you're more likely to get sued. If people don't like you, you're more likely to get sued. Have you really never heard this?
I have never heard that
Okay,
before.
Everyone write this down, that I know something that Jackie doesn't. It's probably not even true now. I'm really going to question my sources. But we've been thinking about, honestly, we weren't talking about sued, but we're thinking about, do leaders need to be liked?
Right.
And does it matter if you're liked? And the medical world would say, yeah, if you don't have a good bedside manner, you're going to get sued more.
That's right. And so it really is about having a good bedside manner. And so there's this thing in leadership. We've heard leaders say it all the time. I'm not here to be popular. This is not a popularity contest, or I'm not here to be liked. And the fact of the matter is, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. That's actually not a really good goal. I mean, I would not recommend you set that as a goal when you become a leader. And it sounds ridiculous when you say that out loud, but there are some leaders who do set that as a goal. Maybe they don't write it down in their, performance review system. They might not write it down there, but they're kind of holding that in their head a little bit of like, that's that kind of leader I'm going to be. I'm going to be liked. I'm going to be super popular.
Or the opposite. I'm going to be tough and I don't care if people like me. And so I'm going to dial that up because look at a good leader I am because I don't even care if people like me.
Well,
He's such a jerk.
That's usually where they go when being liked backfires on them. And then they're all of a sudden like, well, actually,
I don't care about that.
I don't care about that. So the point about all of this is if you are actually having this conversation about leadership, is whether you're here to be liked or not liked or popular or not popular, is you're missing the point. It's actually the wrong place to center really any conversation about leadership, unless you're, of course, on this Shotcast and we're talking about it. But we're talking about it to make the point of stop talking about it. Because the reality is your job as a leader is to be a good leader. Mm-hmm. Like the job of a doctor is to have
take care of people.
Yeah, it's good bed-sized manner to take care of people, to care about people, to show up, to sense, to respond, to see people. Same thing for a leader. Have that conversation. Because because the fact of the matter is when you do that as a leader, when you tend to be the kind of leader who shows up and takes care of people, sees people, acknowledges, validates, empathy, curiosity, humility, all of these sorts of things, you tend to be liked. Mm-hmm. And so, although the Goodhart rule is that when a target becomes the measure, it ceases to be a good target. That's kind of what's happening here. It is a measure. Being liked is kind of a measure for leadership. Because I mean, think about it this way: if there was a leader who was roundly disliked, as their boss or the HR team might be like, let's go take a look. Why is this person so very much unliked? Now, you may find there's nothing there, and that who knows what went on the team, but there's really nothing there. The leader's doing a good job at leading. Something else is going on here. But it is kind of a measure to at least go and see, but it's not a good target. Yeah. I hope that makes sense to everyone.
Yeah. Sometimes I say we get confused about what's the input and what's the output.
There you go. Yeah.
The output is you're liked.
Yeah.
Right? If you work hard, you're not lazy, you take the job seriously, the output's going to be that you're liked.
Yeah.
But then we say, hey, let's make it an input. Let's start with being liked.
Right.
And then we're like, okay, let's buy donuts and give people, Gene Day and early Friday. Like, no, you got the things out of order.
That's right.
It's okay to have an output.
That's absolutely right.
Once you make an input, you screw it all up.
And just for the record, Courtney, I don't think Gene Day is a thing anymore.
Oh my God, you're probably right. Every day is Gene Day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got one, missed one. I'm batting 500. I guess, maybe then that's all for the episode.
That's all we got.
I think that we got back to neutral is really important. But we always have more to say. If you want more, drop us a line at slingshot25.com. Until next time.